Hello, my name is Dr. Hines, and this is part 2 of my series to parents, to students, to educators, to guardians as to why students should go to college. What is the whole premise? What is the whole meaning as to why a student should go to college? And in answering this question or dealing with this dilemma, I have 3 major questions that I ask students as it pertains to this topic. The first thing I always ask them when a student comes to me and says that they want to go to college, the first question I ask them is, what major do you want to participate in or concentrate in when you go to college? Particularly as it pertains to student athletes. And I must say this, and I don't have anything against student athletes, but basketball, football, baseball, track, crew, volleyball they're not majors in college. They are sports activities that you participate in that if you are good enough, a Division I or a Division II or even a Division III school will offer you a scholarship for that sport. But just being a member of the football team, just being a member of the girls' basketball team or volleyball team, or just being a member of the track team is not a major. And so if you're only going to a school simply because you're able to participate in a sport, you may be able to participate in that sport. But look at the number of students who participate in the sport but yet earn degrees. That's something that you need to look at, and that's candid conversation that as a child and a parent or a guardian needs to have. The second question I ask the student is whether you're going in-state or out-of-state. Now, if you're on scholarship, if you are getting a grant, if you're part of a fellowship, if money is not an object, then maybe this question may not be applicable to you or pertain to you. But if you are one who financial aid, loans, scholarships is a big factor, then the in-state, out-of-state question needs to take place. We all know that in-state colleges are much inexpensive as opposed to out-of-state. There are some schools that simply by name alone students want to go to until they look at the cost. And that's where parents have to have candid conversations to students about the cost of an in-state school and an out-of-state school. And it also ties with the first question. Does the school in-state have the major that you're looking for? And the last question I asked them is, what career are you interested in participating in once you get your degree? I always advise parents that before their child finishes their high school career, that they take some sort of career interest inventory where they're able to evaluate what their interests, what their likes are with a particular career that can be correlated with a major when they go to college. Because the last thing you want to do is to spend money on a major that a child goes into, they lose interest, they drop out of school, and then that money is still due to that school. Whether or not you graduate from college, students, know this. If you spend a semester, 2 years, or 3 years, or 5 years, if you do not graduate, or if you graduate, you still have to pay the money that's due. And so that's something that students, that's something that parents need to have the candid conversation as it pertains to students. Again, the 3 questions that I ask students are, what is your major, whether it's an in-state or out-of-state school, and what career are you interested in participating in as you transition from high school to college? Again, I appreciate all of those of you who have looked at my videos. Again, there's a link at the end of my site that if you feel so inclined that you want to contribute to help these videos continue, I have a link on PayPal and you can contribute whatever you desire. Again, thank you for your time and I wish you the best.